Can't sleep?
Jesus, you scared me.
Sorry.
What are you doing here?
Thought I'd check up on you. Why aren't you in bed?
Your student's still here. He's up in your study.
Could have let himself out.
I might as well wait up till he's done.
He's not my student anymore. He's teaching now. Right, kid?
What time is it?
Almost one. After midnight. So? Happy birthday!
Dad!
Do I ever forget?
Thank you.
25. I can't believe it.
Neither can I. Should we have it now?
It's up to you.
Yes.
You want me to open it?
Let me. The last time you opened a bottle of champagne out here, you broke a window.
That was a long time ago. I resent you bringing it
You're
up.
lucky you didn't lose an eye.
25.
I feel old.
You're a kid.
Glasses?
God damn it, I forgot the glasses. Do you want me?
No.
Hope you like it. I wasn't sure what to get you.
This is the worst champagne I've ever tasted.
I'm proud to say I don't know anything about wines. I hate those kind of people who are always talking about vintages.
It's not even champagne.
The bottle was the right shape.
Great Lakes Vineyards. I didn't know they made wine in Wisconsin.
The girl who's drinking from the bottle shouldn't complain. Don't guzzle it. It's an elegant beverage. Sip.
Do you?
No, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's your birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
What are you going to do on your birthday?
Drink this. Have some.
No. I hope you're not spending your birthday alone.
I'm not alone.
I don't count.
Why not?
I'm your old man. Go out with some friends.
Right.
Your friends aren't taking you out?
No.
Why not?
In order for your friends to take you out, you generally have to have friends.
Oh,
It's funny how that works.
you have friends. What about that cute blonde? What was her name?
What?
She lives over on Ellis Avenue. Used to spend every minute together.
Cindy Jacobs?
Cindy Jacobs.
That was in the 3rd grade, Dad. Her family moved to Florida in 1989.
What about Claire?
She's not my friend. She's my sister, and she's in New York. And I don't like her.
My advice, if you find yourself awake late at night, is to sit down and do some mathematics.
Oh, please.
We could do some together.
No.
Why not?
I can't think of anything worse. Are you sure you
Yeah.
don't want to?
You know what a prime number was before you could read.
Well, now I've forgotten.
Don't waste your talent, Catherine.
I knew you'd say something like that.
I realize you had a difficult time. but
Thanks.
That's not an excuse. Don't be lazy.
I haven't been lazy. I've been taking care of you.
Kid, I've seen you. You sleep till noon. You don't work. You eat junk. The dishes pile up in the sink. If you go out, it's to buy magazines. You come back with a stack of magazines this high. I don't know how you can read that crap. And those are the good days. Sometimes you don't get up. You don't get out of bed.
Those are the good days.
Bullshit. Those days are lost. You threw them away. And you'll never know what else you threw away with them. The work you lost, ideas you didn't have, discoveries you never made because you were moping in your bed at 4 in the afternoon. You know I'm right.
I've lost a few days.
How many?
I don't know.
I bet you do.
What?
I bet you count.
Knock it
Well,
off.
do you or don't?
I don't.
Of course you do. How many days have you
A
lost?
month, around a month.
Exactly.
Goddamn
How
it.
many?
33 days.
Be precise, for Christ's sake.
I don't know.
Call it 33 1/4 days?
Sure.
You're kidding.
No.
Amazing number.
It's a depressing fucking number.
Catherine, If every day you say you've lost were a year, it would be very interesting fucking number.
33 and a quarter years is not interesting.
Stop it. You know exactly what I mean.
1,729 weeks.
1,729. Great number. The smallest number
Expressible as the sum of two cubes in two different ways.
12 cubed plus 1 cube equals 1,729.
And 10 cubed plus 9 cubed, yes. We've got it. Thank you.
You see? Even your depression is mathematical. Stop moping and get to work. The kind of potential...
I haven't done anything good.
You're young. You've got time.
I do?
Yes.
By the time you were my age, you were already famous.
By the time I was your age, I'd already done my best work.
What about after?
After what?
After you got sick.
What about it?
You couldn't work then.
No. If anything, I was sharper.
Dad!
Hey, I was. That's true. The clarity, that was the amazing thing, no doubts.
You were happy?
Yeah, I was busy.
Not the same thing.
I don't see the difference. I knew what I wanted to do, and I did that. If I wanted to work on a problem all day long, I did that. If I wanted to listen for messages, complex, tantalizing secrets, I did that. They were all around the air. Listen to me. They were all around, like in a pile of fallen leaves raked together by a neighbor, written in the steam coming up of a cup of coffee. The whole world was talking to me. It was wonderful.
How old were you when it started?
Mid-20s, 23, 24. Is that what you're worried about?
I've thought about it.
Just getting a year older means nothing, Catherine.
It's not just about getting older.
It's me.
I've thought about it.
Really?
How could I not?
Well, if that's what you're worried, you're not keeping with the medical literature. There are all kinds of problems. It's not simply something you inherit. Just because I went bug house doesn't mean you will.
Dad.
Listen to me. Life changes fast at early 20s, and it shakes you up. You're feeling down. It's been a bad week. You've had a lousy couple of years. No one knows that better than me. But you're gonna be okay. Listen to me. I promise you that. The only thing that we can sit here and talk about this together, it's a good sign.
A good sign?
Yes.
How could it be a good sign?
Because crazy people don't sit around wondering if they're nuts.
They don't?
Of course not. They got better things to do. Take it from me. A very good sign that you're crazy is an inability to ask the question, am I crazy?
Even if the answer is yes.
Crazy people don't ask. You see?
Yes.
So, if you're asking...
I'm not.
But if you were, it would be a very good sign.
A good sign.
A good sign that you're fine.
Right.
You see? You just gotta think these things through. Now come on. Let's call it a night. What do you say? You go up, get some sleep, and then in the morning you...
Wait. No.
What's the matter?
It doesn't work.
Why not?
It doesn't make sense.
Sure it does.
No.
Where's the problem?
The problem is you are crazy.
What difference does that
You
make?
admitted. You just told me that you are.
So?
But you said a crazy person would never admit that.
Yeah, but it's all... Oh. I see.
So?
It's a point.
But how can you admit it?
Well, because I'm also dead. Aren't I?
You died a week ago.
Heart failure. Quick. The funeral's tomorrow.
That's why Claire's flying in from New York.
Yes.
You're standing here. You're giving me advice. You brought me champagne.
Yes.
Which means?
For you?
Yes.
For you, Catherine. My daughter, who I love very much. It could be a bad sign.
God, sorry. Did I wake you?
No.
Were you asleep?
You scared me, for Christ's sake. What are you doing here?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it had gotten so late. I'm done for the night.
Good.
Drinking alone?
Yes?
Champagne, huh?
Yes.
Celebrating?
No, I just like champagne.
It's festive.
What?
Festive.
Do you want some?
Sure.
I'm done. You can take the rest with you.
Oh, no thanks.
Take it. I'm done.
No, I shouldn't. I'm driving. Well, I can let myself out.
Great.
When should I come back?
Come back?
Yeah, I'm nowhere near finished. How about tomorrow?
We have a funeral tomorrow.
Oh, God, you're right. I'm sorry. I was going to attend, if that's all right.
Yes.
What about Sunday? Will you be around?
You've had 3 days.
I'd love to get in some more time up there.
How much longer do you need?
Another week, at least.
Are you joking?
No, do you know how much stuff there is?
A week.
I know you don't need anybody in your hair right now. Look, I spent the last couple days getting everything sorted out. It's mostly notebooks. He dated them all. Now that I've got everything in order, I don't have to work here. I can take some stuff home, read it, and bring it back.
No.
I'll be careful.
My dad wouldn't want anything moved, and I don't want anything leaving this house.
Then I should work here. I'll stay out of the way.
You're wasting your time.
Someone needs to read your dad's papers.
There's nothing up there. It's garbage.
There are 103 notebooks.
I've looked at those. It's gibberish.
Someone should read them.
He was crazy.
Yes, but he wrote them.
He was a graphomaniac, Harold. Do you know what that means?
I know. He wrote compulsively. Call me Hal.
There's no connection between the ideas. There's no ideas. It's like a monkey at a typewriter. 103 notebooks full of bullshit.
Well, let's make sure they're bullshit.
I'm sure.
I'm prepared to look at every page. Are you?
No, I'm not crazy.
I'm gonna be late. Some friends of mine are playing in this band, playing at a bar called University, way down the bill. Probably going on around 2:30. Said I'd be there.
Great.
They're really good. They got this great song, you'd like it, called I, lowercase I. They just stand there and don't play anything for 3 minutes.
Imaginary number.
It's a mad joke. You see why they're way down the bill.
It's a long drive to see some nerds in a band.
God, I hate when people say that. It is not that long a drive.
So they are nerds.
Oh, they're raging geeks. But the kind who, you know, can dress themselves, hold down a job at a major university. Some of them switch from glasses to contacts. They play sports, they play in a band, they get laid surprisingly often. So in that sense, they sort of make you question the whole set of terms. Geek, nerd, wonk, dweeb, dope.
You're in this band, aren't you?
Okay, yes. I play drums. You want to come? I never sing, I swear to God.
No thanks.
All right, look, Catherine, Monday, what do you say?
Don't you have a job?
Yeah, I have a full teaching load this quarter, plus my own work.
Plus band practice.
I don't have time to do this, but I'm going to, if you'll let me. I love you, Dad. I don't believe a mind like his can just shut down. He had lucid moments. He had a lucid year, a whole 4 years
It
ago.
wasn't a year. It was more like 9 months.
A school year. He was advising students. I was stalled on my PhD, this close to quitting. I went and met with your dad, and he put me on the right track in my research. I own.
Sorry.
Look, you're 25, right?
How old are you?
It doesn't matter.
Fuck you. How old are you?
I'm 28, all right? When your dad was younger than both of us, he made major contributions to 3 fields. Game theory, algebraic geometry, and nonlinear operator theory. Most of us never get our heads around one. He basically invented the mathematical techniques for studying rational behavior, and he gave the astrophysicists plenty to work over too, okay?
Don't lecture me.
I'm not. I'm telling you that if I could come up with 1/10 of the shit your dad produced, I could write my own ticket to any math department in the country.
Give me your bag.
What?
Give me your bag.
Why?
I want to look inside it.
What?
Open it and give it to me.
Oh, come on.
You're not taking anything out of this house.
I wouldn't do that.
You're hoping to find something upstairs that you can publish.
Sure.
So you can write your own ticket.
What? No. It would be under your dad's name. It would be for your
I
dad.
don't believe you. You have one of my notebooks in that
What are
bag.
you talking about?
Give it to me.
I think you're being a little bit paranoid.
Paranoid?
Maybe a little.
Fuck you, Hal. You have one of my notebooks in that bag.
I think you should calm down and think about what you're saying.
I'm saying that you're lying to me and stealing my family's property.
And I think that sounds paranoid.
Just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean there isn't something in that bag.
You just said yourself there was nothing up there, didn't you? Didn't you say that?
Yes.
So what would I take? Right?
You're right.
Thank you.
So you don't need to come back.
Please, someone should know for
I
sure.
lived with him. I spent my life with him, fed him, talked to him. Tried to listen when he talked to people who weren't there. Watched him shuffling around like a ghost. A very smelly ghost. He was filthy. I had to make sure he bathed my own father.
I'm sorry.
After my mother died, I was the only one here. Tried to make him happy no matter what idiotic project he was doing. He used to read all day. He kept demanding more and more books. I used to take him out of the library by the carload. There were hundreds of them upstairs. Then I realized he wasn't reading. He believed aliens were sending him messages through the Dewey Decimal numbers on the library books. He was trying to work out the code.
What kind of message?
Beautiful mathematics, answers to everything. The most elegant proofs, perfect proofs. Proofs like music.
That sounds good.
Plus fashion tips and knock-knock jokes. I mean, it was nuts, okay?
He was ill. It was a tragedy.
Later, the writing phase. 19, 20 hours a day. I bought him a case of notebooks and he used every one. I had to drop out of school. I'm glad he's dead.
I understand why you might feel that
Fuck
way.
you.
You're right. I couldn't imagine dealing with that. It must have been awful. I know you...
You don't know me. I want to be alone. I don't want him around.
Him?
You! I don't want you here.
Why?
He's dead.
Yeah, but
He's dead. I don't need any proteges around.
There'll be others.
What?
You think I'm the only one? People are already working over stuff. Someone's gonna read those notebooks.
I'll do it.
No.
He's my father. I'll do
You
it.
can't.
Why not?
You don't have the math. It's all just squiggles on a page. You want to know the good stuff from the junk.
It's all junk.
If it's not, then we can't afford to miss anything through carelessness.
I know mathematics.
If there was anything up there, it'd be pretty high order. It would take a professional to recognize
I
it.
think I could recognize it.
Kathy.
What?
I know your dad taught you some basic stuff, but come on.
You don't think I could do it?
I'm sorry. I know that you couldn't. Oh, come on. Give me a break. Come on, this isn't an airport.
You can come tomorrow.
The university health service. It's really good. My mom died a couple years ago and I was pretty broken up. Also, my work wasn't going that well. I went and saw this doctor. Saw her a couple times a month and it really helped.
I'm fine.
Also, exercise is great. I run on the lake a couple mornings a week. It's not too cold yet. If you want to come sometime, I could pick you up. We wouldn't have to talk.
No thanks.
All right. Well, I'm going to be late for the show. I better go. It's seriously like 20 minutes up the road. We go on, we play, we're terrible, but by everyone drinks after to make up for it. You're home by 4. 4:30 top.
Good night.
Good night.
Wait, your coat.
Oh, no, you...
I'm paranoid?
Wait.
You
Just
think I
hold
should
on.
go jogging?
Just give me a second.
Get out.
Can I
Get the
finish
fuck out of my house.
Let me explain
You
it.
stole this.
Let me
You stole
explain.
this from me. You stole it from my mother.
I want
Give
to
it
show you
back.
something. Will you calm down?
I'm calling the police.
No, look, I borrowed the book. All right, I'm sorry. I just picked it up on the way downstairs and I
Hello,
thought
police.
I did it for a reason, okay?
Yes, I'd like to report
I
a
noticed
robbery
something.
in
Something your father wrote, not math, all right? Something he wrote.
A robbery!
I want you to put the fucking phone down and listen to me for a second.
Yes, I'm at
It's about you.
572
Look, see, you. Here's your name, Catherine. A good day. Some very good news from Catherine. I didn't know what that referred to.
When did he
but I
write
thought-
this?
I don't know. It must have been 4 years ago. The handwriting's pretty steady. It must have been during remission. There's more. Machinery not working yet, but I am patient. The machinery is what he called his mind, his ability to do mathematics. I know I'll get there. I'm an auto mechanic who, after years of greasy work on a hopeless wreck, turns the ignition and hears a faint cough. I'm not driving yet, but there's cause for optimism. Talking with students helps. So does being outside, eating meals in restaurants, riding buses, all the activities of normal life. Most of all, Kathy. The years she has lost caring for me, I almost wrote wasted. Yet her refusal to let me be institutionalized, her keeping me at home, caring for me herself has certainly saved my life. Made writing this possible. Made it possible to imagine doing math again. Where does her strength come from? I can never repay her. Today is her birthday. She's 21. I'm taking her to dinner. Dated September 4th. That's tomorrow.
It's today.
You're right. Thought you might want to see it. I shouldn't have tried to sneak it out. I was going to sounds stupid now. It's gonna wrap it. Happy birthday.
Shit.
Better. Much.
Thanks.
Feel better?
Yeah.
You look a million times better. Have some coffee.
Okay.
How do you take it?
Black.
Have a little milk. Want a banana? It's a good thing I brought food. There was nothing in the house.
I've been meaning to go shopping.
Have a bagel.
No. I hate breakfast.
You didn't put on the dress.
Didn't really feel like it.
Don't you want to try it on, see if it fits?
I'll put it on later.
If you want to dry your hair, I have a hair dryer.
No.
Did you use that conditioner I brought you?
No, shit, I forgot.
It's my favorite. You'll love it, Katie. I want you to try it.
I'll use it next time.
You'll love it. It has jojoba.
What is jojoba?
It's something they put in it for healthy hair.
Hair is dead.
What?
It's dead tissue. You can't make it healthy.
Whatever. It's something that's good for your hair.
What, a chemical?
No, it's organic.
Well, it can be organic and still be a chemical.
I don't know what it is.
Haven't you ever heard of organic chemistry?
It makes my hair feel, look, and smell really good. That's the extent of my information about it. You might like it if you decide to try it.
Thanks, I will.
Good. If the dress doesn't fit, we can go downtown and exchange it.
Okay.
I'll take you to lunch.
Great.
Maybe Sunday before I go back. Do you need anything?
Like clothes?
Or anything while I'm here.
Nah, I'm cool.
I was planning on having some people over tonight. If you're feeling okay.
I'm feeling okay, Claire. Stop saying that.
You don't have any plans?
No.
I bought some food, wine, beer.
We are burying Dad this afternoon.
I think it will be all right. Anyone who's been to the funeral and wants to come over for something to eat can. Plus, it's the only way I get to see any of my old Chicago friends. It's a funeral, but we don't have to be completely grim about it. If that's okay with you.
Yes. Sure.
I think it'd be good to relax in a low-key way. Mitch says hi.
Hi, Mitch.
He's really sorry he couldn't come.
Yeah, he's gonna miss all the fun.
He wanted to see you. He sends his love. I told him you'd see him soon enough. We're getting married.
No shit.
Yes, we just decided.
Yikes.
Yes.
When?
January. We're not going to do a huge thing. His folks are gone too. Just dinner at our favorite restaurant for all of our close friends. And you. I hope you'll be in the wedding.
Yeah, of course. Congratulations, Claire. I'm really happy for you.
Thanks. We just decided it was time. He has a great job. I just got promoted. You will come.
Yeah, sure. January? It's not like I have to check my calendar or anything. Sure.
That makes me really happy. How are you feeling?
Okay.
How are you feeling about everything?
About everything.
About Dad?
What about him?
How are you feeling about his death? Are you all right?
Yes, I am.
Honestly.
Yes!
I think in some ways it was the right time. If there ever is a right time. Do you know what you want to do now?
No.
Do you want to stay here?
I don't know.
Do you want to go back to school?
I haven't really thought about it.
Well, there's a lot to think about. How do you feel?
Physically, great. Except my hair seems kind of unhealthy. I wish there was something I could do about that.
Come on.
What is the point of all these questions?
Some policemen came by while you were in the shower.
Yeah?
They said they were checking up on things here, seeing how everything was this morning.
That was nice.
They told me they responded to a call last night.
Yeah.
Did you call the police?
Yep.
Why?
I thought the house was being robbed.
But it wasn't.
No, I changed my mind.
First you call 911 with an emergency, and then you hang up on them.
I didn't actually want them to come.
So why did you call?
I was trying to get this guy out of the house.
Who?
One of Dad's students.
Dad hasn't had any students for years.
No, he was Dad's student. Now he's a mathematician.
What was he doing in the house?
He's been coming by to look at Dad's notebooks.
In the middle of the night.
It was late. I was waiting up for him, and I thought he might have been stealing them.
Stealing the notebooks?
Yes, so I told him to go.
Was he stealing them?
Yeah, that's why I called the police.
What is this man's name?
How? Harold Dobbs.
Is he your boyfriend?
No.
Are you sleeping with
What?
him?
Ew, no, he's a math geek.
He was trying to take the notebooks?
No, Claire. Don't be stupid. There are over 100 notebooks. He was only stealing one, but he was stealing it so he could give it back to me. So I let him go so he could play with his band on the north side.
His band?
Yes. He was late. He wanted me to come, but I was like, yeah, right.
What is the name of this band?
How should I know?
Harold Dobbs didn't tell you the name of his band?
No. I don't know. Look in the paper. They played last night. They do a song called Imaginary Number That Doesn't Exist.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand. Is Harold Dobbs...
Stop saying Harold Dobbs.
Is this person...
Harold Dobbs exists.
I'm sure he does.
He's a mathematician at the University of Chicago. Call the fucking math department.
Don't yell. I'm just trying to understand. I mean, if some creepy grad student broke into the house, you called the cops because he was trying to take off with the papers, I'd understand. And if you were out here partying, drinking with your boyfriend, I'd understand. But the two stories just don't go together.
Because you made up the boyfriend story. I was here alone.
Harold Dobbs wasn't here?
No. Yes, he was here, but we weren't partying.
You weren't drinking with him?
No.
This was sitting right here. Who are you drinking with?
With no one.
Are you sure?
Yes.
The police said you were abusive. They said they're lucky they didn't haul you in.
These guys were assholes. They wouldn't go away. They wanted me to
Were
go.
you abusive?
This one guy kept spitting on me when he talked. It was disgusting.
Did you use the word dickhead? Remember? Did you tell one cop to go have sex with another cop's mother?
No.
That's what they said.
Not with that phrasing.
Did you strike one of them?
They were trying to come in the house.
Oh my God.
Well,
They
I might
said-
have pushed him a little.
They said you were either drunk or delusional.
They were trying to come in here and search my house.
You called them!
Yeah, but I didn't actually want them to come. But they did come. And then they started acting like they owned the place, pushing me around, calling me girly, smirking at me, laughing. They were assholes.
These guys seemed perfectly nice. They took the trouble to come back here at the end of their shift to check up on you. They were very polite.
Well, people are nicer to you.
Catherine, I'd like you to come to New York.
Yes, I told you I'll come in January.
You could come sooner. We'd love to have you. You could stay with us. It'd be fun.
I don't want to.
Mitch has become an excellent cook. It's like his hobby now. He buys all these new gadgets. Garlic press, olive oil sprayer. Every night there's something new. Delicious, wonderful meals. The other day, he even made vegetarian chili.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Stay with us for a while. We have so much fun.
Thanks, I'm okay here.
New York is so much more fun. You can't believe it.
The fun thing is really not where my focus is at the moment.
I think New York would be fun and safe.
I don't need a safe place, and I don't want to have any fun. I'm perfectly fine here.
You look tired. I think you could use some downtime.
Downtime?
Kitty, please. You've had a very hard time.
I'm perfectly okay.
You seem upset and exhausted.
I was fine till you got here.
Katie, let's just calm down. I mean, all I have to do is take you to New York.
I don't want to go to New York.
Catherine?
Who is that?
Hey!
Carol Dobbs, okay?
Hi.
I really don't need this, Claire. I'm fine, you know. I'm totally fine. And then you swoop in here with these questions and, are you okay, in your soothing tone of voice, and oh, the poor policeman. I think the police can handle themselves. And bagels and bananas and ho-ho bun. Come to New York and vegetarian chili. I mean, it really pisses me off, so just save it.
I'm Claire. Catherine's sister.
Hi, nice to meet you. How? Hope it's not too early. I was gonna try to get some work in before the...
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
That's Harold Dobbs.
Yes.
He's cute.
No.
He's a mathematician.
I think you owe me an apology, Claire.
I do think we need to discuss some things, but I shouldn't have tried to start first thing in the morning. I don't want an argument. Maybe Hal would like a bagel.
Yeah.
I think that for a funeral reception, this might have gotten a bit out of control.
Oh, come on. It's great. Come on in.
I'm okay.
We're done playing.
No thanks.
Promise. You want a beer?
I'm okay.
Brought you one.
Okay. How many people do you think are still here?
It's down to about 40.
40?
Just the hardcore partiers.
My sister's friends.
No, mathematicians. Your sister friends up hours ago. The guys are really pleased to be asked to participate.
It was Claire's idea.
It was good.
The performance of Imaginary Number was sort of moving.
Good funeral. I mean, not good.
No. Yeah.
You look great.
Claire got it for me.
I like it.
It doesn't really fit.
No, Catherine. It's good.
When do you think they'll leave?
No way to know. Mathematicians are insane. I went to this conference in Toronto last fall. I'm young, right? I'm in shape. Thought I could hang with the big boys. Wrong. 48 straight hours of drinking, partying, papers, lectures, drugs,
Drugs?
amphetamines mostly. I mean, I don't, but some of the older guys really hooked.
Why?
They think they need it.
Really?
Yeah. Speed keeps them racing, makes them feel sharp. There's this fear that your creativity peaks around 23 and it's all downhill from there. Once you hit 50, it's over. Might as well teach high school.
That's what my father thought.
I don't know. Some people stay prolific.
Not many.
No, you're right. Really original work, all young guys.
Young guys.
Young people.
But it is men, mostly.
There's some women.
Who?
There's a woman at Stanford. Don't remember her name.
Sophie Germain?
Yeah. I've probably seen her at meetings. I just don't think I've ever met her.
She was born in Paris in 1776.
So I've definitely never met her.
She was trapped in her house. The French Revolution was going on, the terror. She had to stay inside for safety, so she passed the time by reading in her father's study, the Greeks. Later, she tried to get a real education, but schools didn't allow women. So she wrote letters. She wrote to Gauss. She used a man's name. Antoine Auguste Leblanc. She sent him some proofs involving a certain kind of prime number. Important work. He was delighted to correspond with such a brilliant young man. Dad gave me a book about it.
I'm stupid. Sophie Germain. Of course.
You know her?
Germain primes.
Right.
They're famous. Double them and add 1, and you get another prime. Like 2. 2 is prime. Doubled plus 1 is 5. Also prime.
Right. Or 92,305 times 2 to the 16,998 plus 1.
Right.
That's the biggest one. The biggest one known.
Did he ever find out who she was? Gauss?
Yeah. Later, a mutual friend told him the brilliant young man was a woman. He wrote to her, "A taste for the mysteries of numbers is excessively rare. Except when the person is of the sex which, according to our customs and prejudices, must encounter infinitely more difficulties than men to familiarize herself with these thorny researches. Succeeds nevertheless in penetrating the most obscure parts of them. Then, without a doubt, she must be of the noblest of courage, quite extraordinary talent, and superior genius." I memorized it.
Sorry. I'm a little drunk.
It's okay. I'm sorry about yesterday. About the work you're doing, take as long as you need upstairs.
No, you were fine. I was pushing.
I was awful.
No, you're right. My timing was terrible. Anyway, you're probably all right.
I am?
About it being junk,
Yeah.
I read through a lot of the stuff today, just skimming. Except for the book I stole.
Oh God, I'm sorry about that.
No, you were fine.
I shouldn't have called the police.
It was my fault. Anyway, the point is, that book, I'm beginning to think it's the only lucid one, really, and there's no math in it.
No.
I mean, I'll keep reading, but if I don't find anything in the next couple of days, then
Back to the drums.
yeah,
And your own research.
such as it is.
What's wrong with it?
It's not exactly setting the world on
Oh,
fire.
come on.
It sucks, basically.
Harold.
My papers get turned down. For the right reasons. My big ideas, they're not there.
It's not about the big ideas. It's work. You gotta chip away at a problem.
That's not what your dad did.
I think it was. In a way. He'd attack a question from the side, from some weird angle, and sneak up on it, grind away at it. He was slogging. He was just so much faster at it than anyone else that from the outside, it looked magical.
I don't know.
I'm just guessing.
Plus his work, it's beautiful. It's streamlined. No wasted moves. Like a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. Just elegant.
Yeah.
And that's what you can never duplicate. At least I can't. It's okay. At a certain point, you realize it's not going to happen, and you just readjust your expectations. I enjoy teaching.
You might come up with something.
I'm 28, remember? On the downhill slope.
Have you ever tried speed? I've heard it helps.
Yeah, actually.
So how?
Yeah?
What do you do for sex?
What?
At your conferences. Isn't that why they hold conferences? Travel, room service, tax-deductible sex in big hotel beds.
Maybe. I don't know. That sounds...
So what do you do? All you guys.
Well, we are scientists.
So,
There's a lot of experimentation.
I see.
Oh,
That was nice.
really?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah.
I've always liked you.
You have?
Even before I knew you, I'd catch a glimpse of you when you visited your dad's office at school. I always wanted to talk to you, but I thought, no, you do not flirt with your doctor advisor's daughter.
Especially when your advisor's crazy.
Especially then.
You came here once. 4 years ago, remember?
Sure. Can't believe you do. I was dropping off a draft of my thesis to your dad. Jesus, I was nervous.
You looked nervous.
I can't believe you remember that.
I remember you. I thought you seemed not bored.
How long have you been up?
A while.
Did I ever sleep?
No.
Your sister up?
No, I should probably wake her. Her flight's about to leave.
No, let her sleep. She was doing some pretty serious drinking with a theoretical physicist last night.
I'll make her some coffee when she gets up.
Sunday mornings I usually go out. Get the paper, have some breakfast.
Okay.
You want to come?
No. I should probably stay here till Claire leaves.
Do you mind if I stay?
No, you can work if you want.
Oh, okay. Oh, should I?
If you want to.
Do you want me to go?
Do you want to go?
I want to stay here with you. I want to spend a day with you. I want to spend as much time as I can. Unless, of course, I'm coming on way too strong and scaring you, in which case I'll be backpedaling immediately. How embarrassing it is if I said last night was wonderful.
It's only embarrassing if I don't agree.
So...
Don't be embarrassed. Here,
What's this?
a key.
Ooh!
Try it.
Where?
In the bottom drawer of the desk of my dad's study.
What's in there?
There's one way to find out, Professor.
Now? Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Please, don't yell, please.
Are you all right?
No! Those fucking physicists.
What happened?
Thanks a lot for leaving me all alone again.
Where were your friends?
My friends left. It was only 11 o'clock. They all had to get home and pay their babysitters, bake bread or something. I'm left alone with these lunatics.
Well, why did you drink so much?
I thought I could keep up with them. I thought they'd stop. They didn't. Oh, God. Have another tequila.
Do you want me to get your coffee?
In a minute. That band.
Yeah.
They were terrible.
They were okay. They had fun, I think.
Well, as long as everyone had fun. Your dress turned out all right.
I love it.
You do?
It's wonderful.
I'm surprised you even wore it.
I love it. Thanks, Claire.
You're welcome. You're in a good mood.
Should I not be?
No. Are you kidding? I'm thrilled. I'm leaving in a few hours.
I know.
The house is a wreck. Don't clean it up yourself. I'll hire someone to come in.
Thanks. Do you want me to get your coffee?
No, it's not a big deal.
It's no trouble.
I'm not kidding. It's just, I'm leaving soon.
You said. I know.
I'd like you to come to New York.
Yes, January.
I'd like you to move to New York.
Move?
Would you think about it for me? You could stay with me in Mitch at first. We have plenty of room. Then you could get your own place. I've already scouted some apartments for you. Really cute places.
What would I do in New York?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
You could do whatever you wanted. You could go to school. You could get a job.
I don't know, Claire. This is pretty major.
I realize that.
I know you mean well. I'm just not sure what I want to do. To be honest, you were right yesterday. I'm a little confused. I'm tired. It's been a pretty weird couple of years. I'd like to take some time to figure things out.
You could do that in New York.
And I could do it here.
But it would be much easier for me to get you set up in an apartment.
I don't
in
need
New
an
York.
apartment. I'll stay in the house.
We're selling the house.
What?
I'm selling.
When?
I'm hoping to do the paperwork this week. I know it seems sudden.
There's been nobody by here to look at the place. Who are you selling it to?
The university. They wanted the block for years.
I live here.
Honey, now that Dad's gone, it just doesn't make sense. It's in rough shape. It costs a fortune to heat. Mitch agrees it's a very smart move. We're lucky we have such a great offer.
Where am I supposed to live?
Come to New York.
I can't believe this.
It'll be so good. You deserve a change. It'll be a whole new adventure for you.
Why are you doing this?
I want to help.
By kicking me out of my
It
house?
was my house, too.
You haven't lived here for years.
I know that, Katie. I really regret that.
Don't.
I'm sorry that you had to be here alone. Now I'm trying to help.
You want to help now?
Yes.
Dad is dead.
I
He's
know.
dead. Now that he's dead, you decide you want to fly in for the weekend and try to help? You're late. Where have you been? Where were you 5 years ago? You weren't helping then.
I was working.
I was here. I lived with him alone.
I was working 14-hour days. I paid off every bill here. I paid for this 3-bedroom house while I was living in a studio in Brooklyn.
You had your life. You got to finish school.
You could have finished school.
How?
I told you I would have done anything you wanted. I told you a million times, do anything you wanted.
What about Dad? Someone had to take care
Dad
of him.
was ill. He needed to be in a full-time professional
He
care
didn't belong in the
situation.
nut
He
house.
might have been better off.
How can you say that?
This is where I'm meant to feel guilty, right?
Sure, go for it.
I'm heartless, my own father.
He needed to be here in his house, near the university, near his students, near everything that made him happy.
Or maybe some real professional care would have done him more good than rattling around in a filthy house with you looking after it. I'm sorry, Catherine. It's not your fault. It's my fault for letting you do it.
I was right to keep him here.
No.
But what about his remission 4 years ago? He was healthy for almost a year.
Then he went right downhill again. Did he ever do any work again?
No.
No. And you might have been better off.
Better than what?
Living here with him didn't do you any good. You said that yourself. You had so much talent.
You think I'm like Dad.
I think you have some of his talent and some of his tendency toward instability.
Claire, in addition to the cute apartments that you've scouted for me in New York, would you by chance have also
No.
scouted out another
No,
type of
that's
living
not
facility for
what
the
this
Clubhouse little
is
sister?
About.
Don't lie to me, Claire. I'm smarter than you.
The resources I've invested
Oh
in.
my God!
The doctors and the people in New York are the best, and all I'm
Fuck
saying is
you!
you wouldn't have to live anywhere.
I hate you!
Katie, please.
I hate
Calm
you!
down.
How long
What
have
are
you
you
known
doing
about this?
here?
A while.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
I wasn't sure I wanted to.
What's going on?
God, Catherine,
What is
I
it?
thought you might like to see it.
it's incredible.
What is it?
Oh, it's a result, a proof. I mean, it looks like a proof. I mean, it is a proof, a very long proof. I haven't read it all, of course, or checked it. I don't even know if I could check it. But if it's a proof of what I think it's a proof of, it's a very important proof.
What is it proof?
It looks like it proves a theorem, a mathematical theorem about prime numbers. Something mathematicians have been trying to prove since there was mathematicians, basically. Most people thought it couldn't be done.
Where did you find this?
In your dad's desk. Kathy told me about it.
You knew about this?
Sure.
Is it good?
Yes.
It's historic, if it checks out.
What does it say?
I don't know, I haven't read it all yet, of course.
Well, what does it mean?
It means that during a time when everyone thought your dad was crazy or barely functioning, he was doing some of the most important mathematics in the world. If it checks out, you publish instantly. It means newspapers all over the world want to talk to the person who found this notebook.
Kathy?
Kathy!
I didn't find
Yes,
it.
you did!
No!
Did you find it or did Hal
I didn't
I didn't
find
find it. I wrote it. here.
I heard you.
I thought you were asleep.
On an afternoon like this? No.
Do you need anything?
No.
I'm going to the store.
What's for dinner?
What do you want?
Not spaghetti.
All right.
Ugh, disgusting
Well,
stuff.
that's what I was going to make.
I had a feeling. Good thing I spoke up. You make it too much.
Dad, what do you want to eat?
What do you have a taste for?
Nothing.
Nothing at all?
I don't care. I thought pasta would be
Pasta?
easy.
Oh God, don't even say the word pasta. Sounds so hopeless, like surrender. Pasta would be easy. Yes, it would. Pasta. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a euphemism people invented when they got sick of eating spaghetti.
Dad, what do you want to eat?
I don't know.
Well, I don't know what to get.
I'll shop.
No.
I'll do it.
No, Dad, rest.
I wanted to take a walk anyway.
Are you sure?
Yes. What about a walk to the lake? You and me.
All right.
Then on the way home, we'll stop at the store and see what jumps out at us.
It's warm. It would be nice if you're up.
You're damn right I'm up for it. We'll work on an appetite. Give me 10 seconds. Let me put this stuff away and we're out the door.
I'm going to school.
When?
I'm going to start at Northwestern at the end of the month.
Northwestern?
They were great about my credits. They're offering to take me in as a sophomore.
Northwestern?
I wasn't sure when to talk to you about it, but yes, Northwestern.
What's wrong with Chicago?
You still teach there. I'm sorry, it's too weird. Taking classes in your department?
It's a long drive.
Not that long, half an hour.
Still twice a day?
Dad, I'd live there.
You'd actually want to live in Evanston.
Yes. I'll still be close. I can come home whenever you want. You've been well, really well, for almost 7 months. I don't think you need me here every minute of the day.
This is all a done deal, you're in?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Who pays for it?
They're giving me a free ride, Dad. They've been great.
And tuition, sure. What about food, clothes, books, meals out? Do you plan to have a social life?
I don't know.
You gotta pay your own liaison dates. You know that. The early ones, at least. Say the first day, otherwise they expect something.
The money will be fine. Claire's gonna help out.
When did you talk to Claire?
I don't know, a couple weeks ago.
You talked to her before you talked to me?
There were a lot of details to work out. She was great. She offered to take care of all the expenses.
This is a big step. Different city.
It's not even a long distance phone call.
It's a huge place. They're serious up there. I mean serious. Yeah, the mad kids, they don't kid around. Listen to me. You can get buried out there.
I'll be all right.
You're way behind.
I know.
A year at least.
Thank you. I know. To be honest, I don't know if I can handle it. I don't know if I can handle the work. I don't know if I can handle any of it.
Christ's sake, Catherine, you should have talked to me.
Dad, listen. If for any reason it turned out that you needed me here
I
full
won't.
time again,
Stop.
I can always
Stop.
take a semester
No.
off.
It just... End of the month? Why didn't you say something before?
It took a while to figure this out, Dad. And until very recently, you weren't...
You just said yourself I've been fine.
Yeah, but I didn't know. I'd hoped. I didn't know. Nobody knew if this would last. I told myself to wait until I was sure about you. That you were feeling okay again. Consistently okay.
So I'm to take this conversation as a vote of confidence. I'm honored.
Take it however you want, but I believed you'd get better.
Well, thank you very much.
Don't thank me. I had to. I was living with you.
Okay, Catherine. That's enough. Let's stay on the subject.
This is the subject! There were library books stuck to the ceiling upstairs. Do you remember that? You were trying to decode the messages.
The fucking books are gone. I took them back myself. Why do you have to bring that garbage up? Mr. Dobbs.
Hi. Hope it's not a bad time.
Yes, it is. Actually, you couldn't have picked worse. You interrupted an argument.
Sorry, I can come
It's
back.
all right. We needed a break.
Are you sure?
Yeah. The argument was about the dinner. We don't know what to eat. What's your suggestion?
There's a great
No.
pasta place.
Dear Jesus God. No.
I think it's.
Wrong story. Wrong answer. Thank you for trying.
I can come back.
Stay. Where are you going?
Inside?
What about dinner?
What about him?
What are you doing here, Dobbs?
My timing is terrible. I can
Hold
back.
me a second.
I'll come to your office.
Stop. Sit down. I'm glad you're here. Don't let the dinner train throw you. You'll bounce back. This should be easier. Let's back off the problem. Let it breathe. Come at it again when he's not looking.
Fine. Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I'm rude. Hal, this is my daughter, Catherine. Don't go. Have a drink with us. Catherine, Harold Dobbs.
Hi.
Hi.
Hal is a grad student. He's doing his PhD. Very promising stuff. Unfortunately, his work coincided with my return to the department, and now he got stuck with me.
No. I've been very lucky.
How long have you been at UMC?
I've been working on my
Hal is
thesis
in
for
our infinite program. As he approaches completion of his dissertation, time approaches infinity. Would you like a drink, Hal?
Yes, I would. And, with all due respect,
Really? You must have had an interesting few months.
worst summer of my life.
Congratulations.
It's just a draft, based on everything we talked about last spring. I didn't know if I should wait till the quarter started, or give it to you now, or hold off, do another draft, but I decided, fuck it, let's just get it over with. So I thought I'd come over here and see.
Drink this.
Thanks. I decided, I don't know, if it feels done, maybe it is.
Wrong. If it feels dumb, there are major errors. That's good. That's okay. We'll find them and fix them. You're on your way to a solid career. You'll be teaching younger, more irritating versions of yourself in no time.
Thanks.
Catherine is in the math department at Northwestern now.
Oh, who are you working with?
I'm starting this fall. Undergrad.
She's starting in 3 weeks.
A little more.
I have some good people at Northwestern. O'Donoghue, Kaminsky.
Yes?
They will work your ass off.
I know.
You'll have to run pretty hard to catch up.
I think I can handle it.
Of course you can.
You must be excited.
I am.
First year of school can be great.
Yeah?
Sure, all the new people, new places, getting out of the house.
Yes.
Or
Absolutely getting the hell out of here. Thanks God, it's about time. It's often how children sentimentalize their parents. We could use some quiet around here.
Don't worry. I'll be back every Sunday cooking up big vats of pasta to last you through the week.
And I'll drive up, strut around Evanston, and embarrass you in front of your classmates.
Good, so we'll be in touch.
Sure. And if you get stuck with a problem, give me a call.
Okay, same to you.
Fine. Make sure to give me a number. I'm actually looking forward to getting any work done.
Oh, what are you working on?
Nothing. Nothing at the moment, which I'm really glad of, really. This is a time of year when you don't want to be tied down to anything. You want to be outside. I love Chicago in September. Perfect skies, sailboats in the water, Cubs losing, warm, sun still hot with occasional blast of Arctic wind to keep you on your toes, remind you of winter. Students coming back, bookstores full, everybody busy. I was at the bookstore yesterday, completely full. Student buying books, browsing. Students do hell of a lot of browsing, don't they? Just browsing. You see them shuffling around with their backpacks, goofing off, taking up space. You'd call it loitering, except once in a while they pick up a book and flip the pages. Browsing. I admire it. It's an honest way to kill an afternoon. In the back of used bookstore, or going through a crate of somebody's old record albums. Not looking for anything. Just looking. What the hell? Touching the old book jackets, seeing what somebody threw out, seeing what they underlined. Maybe they find something great, like an old thriller with painted cover from the 40s, or a textbook one of your professor used when he was a student. His name written in it carefully. Yeah. I like watching students. Wondering what they're gonna buy, what they're gonna read, what kind of ideas they'll come up when they settle down and get to work. I'm not doing much right now. It does get harder. It's a stereotype that happens to be true. Unfortunately for me. Unfortunately for you, for all of us.
Maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe I will, maybe you'll pick up where I left off.
Don't hold your breath.
Don't underestimate yourself.
Anyway.
Another drink? Kathy? Al?
No thanks.
I should get going.
You sure?
Yeah.
I called you when I looked at this. Don't think about it till then. Enjoy yourself. Watch some movies. Then you can come by my office in a week, call it...
The 11th?
Yes, well... I'm sorry. I used to have pretty good memories for numbers. Happy birthday!
Oh, thanks.
I'm so sorry. I'm embarrassed.
Dad, don't be stupid.
Didn't get you anything.
Don't worry about it.
I'm taking you out.
You don't have
We're
to.
going out. If you don't want to shop and cook, let's get the hell out of this neighborhood. Let's go to dinner. What do you want to eat? Let's go to Northside or Chinatown or Greektown. I don't know what's good anymore.
Whatever you want.
Whatever you want, goddammit, Catherine. It's your birthday.
Steak.
Steak? Yes.
No. First beer. Really cold beer. Really cheap beer.
Done.
That Chicago beer that's water with no flavor and you could just drink gallons of
They
it.
just pumped the water out of Lake Michigan and bottled it.
It's so awful.
I have the taste for it myself.
And the steak grilled really black. And potatoes and creamed spinach.
I remember a place. If it's still there, I think it will do the trick.
And dessert.
That goes without saying. It's your birthday! Hooray! And there goes the solution to our dinner problem. Thank you for reminding me, Earl Dobbs.
We're being rude. You want to come?
Oh, no, I shouldn't.
Why not? Please come.
Come on.
No, I can't. I have plans. Thank you, though. Happy birthday.
Thanks. Well, I'll show you out.
I'll see you at 11 then, though.
Great.
I'm gonna change my clothes. I'll be ready in a sec.
September 4th. A good day.
You wrote this?
Yes.
When?
I started after I quit school. I finished a few months before Dad died.
Did he see it?
No, he didn't know I was working on it. Wouldn't have mattered to him anyway. He was too sick.
Well, I don't understand. You did this by yourself.
Yes.
It's in Dad's notebook.
I used one of his blank books. There were a bunch of them upstairs.
Tell me exactly where you found this.
Your dad's study.
In his desk. I gave
Hold
him
on. Where did you find it?
In the bottom drawer of your dad's desk in his study. A locked drawer. Catherine gave me the key.
Why was the drawer locked?
It's my drawer. It's the drawer I keep my private things in. I've used it for years.
Was there anything else in the drawer?
No.
No, it's
Hold
the
on. Can I see it?
Okay.
It's just, I'm sorry. The book, you told him where to find it, you gave him the key, you wrote this incredible thing, and you didn't tell anyone?
I'm telling you both now. After I quit school, I was depressed. Really depressed, but at a certain point I decided, fuck it, I don't need them. It's just math. I can do it on my own. So I kept working here. I worked at night after Dad had gone to bed. It was hard, but I did it.
Catherine, I find this very hard to believe.
Claire, I wrote the proof.
I'm sorry.
Claire!
This is Dad's handwriting.
It's not.
It looks exactly like it.
It's my writing.
I'm sorry.
Ask Hal. He's been looking at Dad's writing for weeks.
Well, what does it look like?
I don't know.
Hal, come on.
I don't know what Catherine's handwriting looks like.
It looks like that.
Okay. Okay.
You know what? I think people are tired. It's early. We're not in the best state to make decisions about emotional things, so maybe we should all just
You don't
take a
believe
breath.
me.
I don't know. I
Never-
really don't know anything about this.
Never mind. I don't know why I expected you to believe me about anything.
Could you tell us the proof? That would show us it was yours.
You wouldn't understand it.
Tell it to Hal.
We could talk through it. It might take a while.
You can't use the book.
For God's sake, it's 40 pages long. I didn't memorize it. It's not a muffin recipe. This is stupid. It's my book, my writing, my key, my drawer, my proof. Hal, tell her.
Tell her what?
Whose book is
I
that?
don't know.
What's wrong with you? You've been looking at his stuff. You know there's nothing even remotely like this.
Look, Catherine.
We can sit down together. If Claire will please let me have my book back.
All right, talk him through it.
That might take days, and it still wouldn't prove that you wrote this.
Why not?
Your dad could have written it and explained it to you later.
Of course.
I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying that there's no proof that you wrote this.
Of course there isn't, but come on. He didn't do this. He couldn't have. He didn't do any mathematics at all for years. You know that. You're supposed to be a scientist.
You're right. Okay, here's my suggestion. I know 3 or 4 guys at the math department, very sharp, disinterested people who knew your father, knew his work. Let me take this to them.
Good.
What?
I'll tell them we found something potentially major, but we're not sure about the authorship. I'll sit down with them carefully and we'll figure out exactly what we've got. It'll only take a couple days probably, and then we'd have a lot more information.
I think that's an excellent
You can't.
suggestion. Catherine, let's be
No,
realistic.
you can't take it.
I'm not taking it.
This is what you wanted.
Oh, come on, Jesus.
You don't waste any time, do you? No hesitation. You can't wait to show them your brilliant discovery.
I'm trying to determine what this is.
I'm telling you what it is.
You don't know.
I wrote it.
It's your father's handwriting. At least it looks an awful lot like the writings in the other book. Maybe your writing looks just like his. I don't know.
It does look like his. I didn't show this to anyone else. I could have. I wanted you to be the first to see it. Didn't know I wanted that until last night. It's me. I trusted you.
I know.
Was I wrong?
No.
I should have known that she wouldn't believe me, but why don't you?
This is your dad's notebook. The exact same kind you use.
I told you, I used one of his blank books. There were extras.
There aren't any extras in the study.
There was when I started writing the proof. I bought them for him. He used the rest up later.
In the handwriting?
You want to test the
No,
handwriting?
it doesn't matter. He could have dictated to you for Christ's sake. It still doesn't make sense.
Why not?
I'm a mathematician.
Yes?
I know how hard it would be to come up with something like that. It would be impossible. You'd have to be your dad, basically. Your dad at the peak of his powers.
I'm a mathematician too.
Not like your dad.
Oh, so he's the only one that could have done
The
this?
only one I know.
Are you sure?
Your dad
Just
was the
because
most...
you and the rest of the geeks worshipped him doesn't mean that he wrote this proof, Hal.
He was the best. My generation hasn't produced anything like him. He revolutionized the field twice before he was 22. I'm sorry, Catherine, you took some class at Northwestern for a couple months.
My education wasn't at Northwestern. It was living in this house for 25 years.
Even so, it's too advanced. I don't even understand most of it.
You think it's too advanced?
Yes.
It's too advanced for you.
You could not have done this work.
But what if I did?
Well, what if?
It would be a real disaster for you, wouldn't it? And for the rest of the geeks who barely finished their PhDs, who are marking time doing lame research, bragging about the conferences they go to. Wow, playing in an awful band and whining that they're intellectually passed at 28 because they are!
Catherine, let's go inside. Catherine.
Catherine? I thought you were leaving.
I had to delay my flight.
Is Catherine here?
This isn't a good time, Hal.
Can I see her?
Not now.
What's the matter?
She's sleeping.
And can I wait here until she gets up?
She's been sleeping since yesterday. She won't get up. She won't eat. She won't talk to me. I couldn't go home. I'm going to wait until I think she's okay to travel.
Jesus. I'm sorry.
Yes.
Can I talk to her?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Has she said anything?
About you? No.
Yesterday. I know I didn't do what she wanted.
Neither of us did.
I mean, I didn't know what to say. I feel awful.
Why did you sleep with her?
I'm sorry. That's none of your business.
Bullshit! I'm the one that has to take care of her. It's a little bit harder with you jerking her around.
I wasn't jerking her around. It just happened.
Your timing was not great.
It wasn't my timing. It was both of
Why'd
us.
you do it? You know what she's like. She's fragile. And you took advantage of her.
No! It's what we both wanted. I didn't mean to hurt her.
You did.
I'd like to talk to Catherine.
You can't.
Are you taking her away?
Yes.
To New York?
Yes.
You're just gonna drag her to New York.
If I have to.
Don't you think she should have some say in whether or not she goes?
If she's not going to speak to me, what else can I do?
Let me try. Let me talk to her.
Hal, give up. This has nothing to do with you.
I know her. She's tougher than you think, Claire.
What?
She can handle herself. She can handle talking to me. Maybe it would help. Maybe she'd like it.
Maybe she'd like it. Are you kidding me? You're the reason she's up there right now. You don't know her. You don't even know what she needs. She's my sister. Jesus, you fucking mathematicians. You stagger around creating these catastrophes, and it's people like me who end up flying in to clean them up. She needs to get out of this house. Out of Chicago. I'll give you my number once we get there. That's it. That's the deal.
Okay.
I don't mean to be rude, but I have a lot to do.
There's one more thing. I'm not gonna like it.
Sure. Take the note. Hold on a sec. I'll get it.
I thought this would be harder.
Don't worry. I understand. It's very sweet of you to want to see Catherine. But of course you'd like to see the notebook, too.
No, it's my responsibility. As a professional, I cannot...
Relax. I don't care. What am I going to do with it?
You sure?
Yes, of course.
You trust me with this?
Yes.
You just said I didn't know what I was doing.
I think you're a little bit of an idiot. But I don't think you're dishonest. Someone needs to figure out what's in there. I can't do it. It should be done here, Chicago. My father would like that. When you figure out what's in there, let me know what the family should do.
Thank you.
Don't thank me. It's by far the most convenient option available. I put my card in there. If you need me, call.
Okay.
Hey, Hal.
Yeah?
Could you tell me about it? The proof. I'm just curious.
That would take some time. How much math you got?
I'm a currency analyst. It helps to be very quick with numbers. I am. I probably got about 1/1000th of my father's ability. It's enough. Catherine got more. I'm not sure how much.
Dad? What are you doing out here?
Working.
It's December. It's 30 degrees.
I know.
Don't you need a coat?
Don't you think I can make that assessment for
Aren't you
myself?
cold?
Of course I am. I'm freezing my ass
So
off.
what are you doing out here?
Thinking? Writing?
You're gonna freeze.
It's too hot in the house. The radiators dry out the air. Also the clanking. Can't concentrate. If the house weren't sold, we'd have central air heating, but we don't. So I had to come out here and get any work done.
I'll turn off the radiators. They won't make any noise. Come inside. It isn't safe.
I'm okay.
I've been calling. Didn't you hear the phone?
It's a distraction.
I didn't know what was going on. I had to drive all the way down here.
I can see
I
that.
had to skip class. Why don't you answer the phone?
Well, I'm sorry, Catherine. But it's a question of priorities. And work takes priority.
You're working?
God damn it, I am working. I say I. The machinery. The machinery is working, Catherine. It's on full blast. All the cylinders are on fire. I'm on fire. That's why I came out here, to cool off. I haven't felt like this for years.
You're kidding.
No.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either, but it's true. It started about a week ago. I woke up, came downstairs, made a cup of coffee, and before I could pour in the milk, it was like someone turned the lights on in my head. Not just the lights, the whole power grid. I lit up, and it's like no time has passed since I was 21.
You're kidding.
No. I'm back. I'm back in touch with the source, the fun, the whatever the source of my creativity was all those years ago. I'm in contact with it again. I'm sitting on it. It's a geyser, and I'm shooting right into the air on top of it.
Oh my God.
I'm not talking about divine inspiration. It's not funneling down into my head onto the page. It'll take work to shape these things. I'm not saying it won't be tremendous amount of work. It will be tremendous amount of work. It's not going to be easy. But the raw material is there. And it's like I'm driving in traffic and the whole lanes are opening before me and I can accelerate. I see whole landscapes, new places for work to go, new techniques, revolutionary possibilities. I'm going to make whole branches of profession talking to each other. I'm sorry, I'm rude. How's school?
Fine.
Working hard?
Yeah,
Faculty
Dad.
treating you all right?
Yes.
Made
Dad.
any friends?
Of course.
Dating?
Dad, hold
No
on.
details necessary if you don't want to provide them. I'm just interested.
School's great. I want to talk to you about what you're doing.
Great, let's talk.
This work.
Yes.
Is it here?
Part of it, yes.
Can I see it?
It's all at very early stage.
I don't mind.
You really want to?
Yes.
You're genuinely interested?
Dad, of course.
Of course! It's your field.
Yes.
Do you know how happy that makes me?
Yes.
I think there's enough here to keep me work the rest of my life. Not just me. I was starting to imagine I was getting finished, Catherine. Really finished. Don't get me wrong. I was grateful I could go to my office, have a life, but secretly I was terrified I'd never work again. Did you know that? I was absolutely fucking terrified. And then I remember something, and part of that terror went away. I remember you. Your creative years were just beginning. You'd get your own degree, do your own work. You were just getting started. If you hadn't gone into math, that would have been all right. Claire's done well for herself, but I'm proud of you, and I don't want to embarrass you. This is part of the reason why we have children. We hope they survive us, accomplish what we can. But now that I'm back in the game, I admit I got another idea. A better one.
What?
I know you've got your own work to do. I don't want you to neglect that. You can't neglect it. But I could probably use some help. Work with me. If you want to. If you can work it out with your class schedule and everything else. I could help you. I can talk to your teachers, make some phone calls. I'm getting ahead of myself. Well, Jesus, enough bullshit. You wanted to see something? Let's see. I wrote something out. A general outline for a proof. Important. It's not finished yet, but you can see where it's going. Here. It's very rough.
Dad, let's go inside.
The gaps might make it hard to follow, but we can talk it through.
Not now. You're cold.
Let's do some work together. This could be a great place to start. What about it? Let's talk it through.
Not now. I'm cold too. It's really freezing out here. Let's go
I'm
inside.
telling you, it's stifling in there. God damn it. The radiators. Listen. Read out the first couple of lines. That's how we start. We read, we go out line by line, out loud through the argument. There's a better way. Show the way, let's collaborate.
Oh, come on.
I've been waiting years for this. This is something I wanted to do. Let's talk it through.
We can't do it out here. It's really freezing. I'm taking
Not
you in.
until we talk about the proof.
No.
God damn it, Catherine, open the goddamn book and read me the lines.
Let x equal the quantity of all quantities of x. Let x equal the cold. It is cold in December. The months of cold equal November through February. There are 4 months of cold and 4 of heat, leaving 4 months of indeterminate temperature. In February, it snows. In March, the lake is a lake of ice. In September, the students come back and the bookstores are full. The number of books approaches infinity as the number of months of cold approaches 4. I will never be as cold now as I will in the future. The future of cold is infinite. The future of heat is the future of cold. The bookstores are infinite and so are never full except in September. It's okay. We'll go inside.
I'm cold.
We'll warm you up.
Please don't leave.
I won't. Let's go inside. Good coffee.
It is, isn't it? We have a place where we buy all of our coffee. They roast it themselves. They have an old roaster down in the basement. You could smell it on the streets. Some mornings you could smell it from our place, 4 stories up. It's wonderful. Manhattan's best, some magazine wrote it up. Who knows? But it is very good.
Sounds good.
You'll like it.
Good.
You look nice.
Thanks. So do you.
It's bright.
Yes.
It's one of the things I do miss. All the space, the light. You could sit out here all morning.
It's not that warm.
Are you cold?
Not really.
I'm sorry. Do you want to go in? I just thought it would be nice to have a quick cup of coffee out here. Plus,
It is.
the kitchen's all put away. If you're cold,
I'm not. Not really.
want your jacket?
Yeah. Thanks.
It's that time of year.
Yes. You can feel it coming.
Honey, there's no hurry.
I know.
If you want to hang out and be alone for a while,
No, it's no big deal.
we don't have to leave for another 20 minutes
I
or
know.
so.
Thanks, Claire.
You're all packed?
Yes.
If you missed anything, it doesn't really matter anymore. The movers will send us everything next month. I know this is hard.
It's fine.
This is the right decision.
I know.
The actual departure's the hardest part. Once we get there, we can relax, enjoy ourselves.
I know.
You'll love New York.
I can't wait.
You'll love it. It's the most exciting city.
I know.
It's not like Chicago. It's really alive.
I read about that.
I think you'll truly feel at home there.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Seeing Broadway musicals.
Mitch can get us tickets to whatever you'd like.
In Rockefeller Center in winter, all the skaters.
Well, if
Also, the many fine museums.
I I know how hard this is for you.
Listening to you say how hard it is for me is what's hard for me.
Once you get there, you'll be able to see all the possibilities that are available.
Restraints, lithium, electroshock.
Schools! In the New York area alone, there's NYU, Columbia.
Bright college days, football games, road trips, necking on the quad.
Or if that's not what you want, we can help you find a job. Mitch has terrific contacts all over town.
Does he know anyone in the phone sex industry?
I want to make this as easy a transition as I can.
It's going to be easy, Claire. It's going to be so fucking easy you won't believe it.
Thank you.
I'm going to sit quietly on the plane to New York and live quietly in a cute apartment and answer Dr. von Heimlich's questions very politely.
You can see any doctor you like, or you can see no doctor.
I would like to see a doctor called Dr. von Heimlich. Please find one. And I would like him to wear a monocle and have a very soft, very well-upholstered couch, so I'm perfectly comfortable while I'm blaming everything on you.
Don't come.
No, I'm coming.
Stay here. You see how you did.
I could.
You can't take care of yourself for 5 days.
Bullshit.
You slept all week. I had to cancel my flight. I missed a week of work. I was this close to taking you to the hospital. I couldn't believe it when you finally dragged yourself up.
I was tired.
You were completely out of it, Catherine. You weren't even speaking.
I didn't want to talk to you.
Stay here if you hate me so much.
And do what?
You're the genius. Figure it out.
Oh, you're still here. I saw Claire thing up front. I wasn't sure if you... This fucking thing checks out. I've been over it twice with 2 different sets of guys, old geeks and young geeks. It is weird. I don't know where the techniques came from. Some of the moves are very hard to follow, but we can't find anything wrong with it. There might be something wrong with it, but we can't find it. I'm not psyched. It works. I thought you might want to know.
I already knew.
I had to swear these guys to secrecy. They were jumping out of their skins. See, one email and it's all over. I threatened them. I think we're safe. They're physical cowards. I had to see you.
I'm leaving.
I know. Just wait for a minute, please.
What more do you want? You have the notebook. She told me that you came by and she gave it to you. Do whatever you want with it. Publish it.
Catherine.
Get Claire's permission and publish. She doesn't care. She doesn't know anything about it anyway.
I don't want Claire's permission.
You want mine? Go for it. Publish.
I don't
Have a
want
press
to.
conference. Tell the world what my father discovered.
I don't think your
Or-
father wrote it.
You thought so last week.
That was last week. I spent this week reading the proof. I think I understand it, more or less. It uses a lot of newer mathematical techniques, things that were developed in the last decade. Elliptic curves, modular forms. I think I learned more mathematics this week than I did in 4 years of grad school. So the proof is very hip.
Get some sleep, Hal.
What was your father doing for the last 10 years? He wasn't well, was he?
Are you done?
I don't think he would have been able to master those new
But
techniques.
he was a genius.
But he was nuts!
So we read about them later.
Maybe. The books he would have needed are upstairs. Your dad dated everything. Even his most incoherent entries, he dated. There are no dates in this.
The handwriting?
Looks like your dad's. Parents and children sometimes have similar handwriting, especially if they spend a lot of time together.
Interesting theory.
I like it.
I like it too. It's what I told you last week.
I know.
You blew it. It's too bad though. The rest of it was really nice. All of it. I loved your dad. I always liked you. I want to spend every minute with you. You got laid and you got the notebook. You're a genius.
You're giving me too much credit. I don't expect you to be happy with me. I just wanted to... I don't know. I was hoping to discuss some of this with you before you left. Purely professional.
Forget
I don't
it.
expect anything else.
Forget it.
I mean, we have questions. Working on this must have been amazing. I'd love to hear you talk about some of this.
No.
You'll have to deal with it eventually, you know. You can't ignore it. You'll have to get it published. Take it at least. Then I'll go. Here.
I don't want it.
Catherine, I'm trying to correct things.
You can't! Do you hear me? You think you figured something out. You run over here so pleased with yourself because you changed your mind. Now you're certain. You're so sloppy. You don't know anything. The book, the math, the writing, the dates, it's all just stuff you figured out with your buddies. It's just evidence. It doesn't finish the job. It doesn't prove anything.
Okay. What would?
Nothing. You should have trusted me.
I know. So Claire sold the house.
Yes.
Stay in Chicago. You're an adult.
She wants me in New York. She wants to look after me.
Do you need to be looked after?
She thinks I do.
You looked after your dad for 5 years.
So maybe it's my turn. Kick and scream, but I don't know. Being taken care of doesn't sound so bad. And the house is a wreck. Let's face it, it was my dad's house.
It's a nice house.
It's old.
I guess.
It's drafty as hell. The winters are rough.
That's just Chicago.
It's either freezing inside or the radiator's on full blast and you're stifling.
I don't mind the cold. It keeps you sharp.
Wait a few years.
I've lived here my whole life.
Yeah?
Sure. Just like you.
So, I don't think I should spend another winter here.
There's nothing wrong with you.
I think I'm like my dad.
I think you are too.
I'm afraid I'm like my dad.
Maybe. Maybe you'll be better.
Didn't feel amazing, or what word did you use?
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah. Just connecting the dots. Some nights I'd connect 3 or 4. Some nights they'd be really far apart and I wouldn't know how to get to the next one. If there was a next one.
You really never knew.
No. I worked at night after he had gone to bed.
Every night?
No, some nights I'd get stuck. I'd watch TV. He'd come downstairs if he couldn't sleep. We'd talk. Not about math, he couldn't. About the TV we were watching, about the show we were watching. I'd explain the stories. Or about fixing the heat. Decided we didn't want to. We liked the radiators, even though they clanked in the middle of the night and make the air dry. Or we'd plan breakfast. Decided we wanted to eat together the next morning. Those nights were usually pretty good. I know. It works. But all I can see are the compromises, the approximations. Places where it's stitched together. It's lumpy. My dad's stuff was way more elegant. When he was young.
Talk me through it. Whatever's bothering you. Maybe you'll improve.
I don't know.
Hey, Amy. Give it a shot. Maybe you'll discover something elegant.
Here. I've got Eberhardt's conjecture setting up this section. Q sub n as the nth prime. All that stuff.